Hi everyone, this is Hiba from My Little Journal, and today I'm going to be working in my October daily 2022. So I'm going to start with day 9. I'm going to be sharing day 9 and 10 in this video. But for day 9, we got to go to the Arab Fest, and we spent the whole weekend at the Arab Fest. So I had a lot of photos. So I tried to think of a different way to add my photos, and I remembered having these photo strips from Studio Calico. Now, these strips are pretty big and they're not going to fit on my spread. So I decided to trim them down and also trim down my collage. I wish I thought of this earlier and thought about these strips because I would have totally printed my photos into photo strips, but it didn't work that way, and it's okay. I'm okay trimming down my photos and my strips. I can always use them for something else. But anyways, for now, I'm gonna go ahead and stick down my photos, fill out my photo strip, and because I have the space on the layout, I decide to go with 2 different photo strips, and I'm gonna trim the second one down as well to fit right next to this one. So one is gonna hold 3 photos and the other one's gonna hold 2 photos. Even though I printed 6 photos, the 6th one is not gonna fit, which is okay. I think the photos that I used really captured the moment. And by the way, while we were at the Arab Fest, we got to meet Stacey Abram, which was amazing. And then we had really good food, bumped into a lot of old friends, made new friends. So all in all, it was a great weekend. Anyways, moving back to my layout, I'm just gonna go ahead, finish this up by adding those last 2 photos to my photo strip, adding it right next to my other photo strip, sticking everything down, and then I'm gonna start working on the left side of my spread. So for the left side of my spread, I'm thinking I want to add some pattern paper, probably add a title and journaling, so I don't really want to think hard about it. So I started going through my 4x8 papers and my 3x8s. I set aside my favorites and whatever I think goes well with my spread. I also really like this little ticket at the top of one of my 3x8 papers from Studio Calico. I was thinking to myself, I can trim it out and use it on my spread. So I start by using this embellishment pack from Studio Calico. I haven't used a lot of it, and I really wanted to use some of them on my spread. So I go through it, I put some on my spread, not all of them are staying. I also grab that 3x8 paper that I mentioned earlier with the ticket, and I'm gonna trim out that ticket because it's so cute. I love the pink. I love that it's a ticket and it's a festival, so it made sense. So I end up trimming it out. I'll also use my circle punch or my hole punch to punch out the little circles on the side. That's just a little trick, get the perfect half circle. And I'm going back to my pattern paper because I really want to use this rainbow. I think it's adorable. I think it's going to work perfectly to stamp Arab Festival around the rainbow. Now, I did want to mention that I misspelt festival. So I start stamping out Arab Festival with this beautiful alpha from Futurecraft. And I didn't notice that I misspelt festival until I was editing this video. So I did see it later. It's not a big deal. I will not go and fix it because that's just the type of person I am. Obviously, whoever reads it is going to know that I meant festival, and it's not the end of the world if you have something misspelled on your layout, basically. So anyways, now that I stamped it out, I'm gonna take it to my trimmer, trim down my paper, and because the paper doesn't cover the whole spread, I'm just going to use washi tape on both sides, and it just adds a little something to my title and my rainbow. I went with black and white, and I will end up adding my journaling underneath the rainbow. So you won't get to see the end results until I share the photos at the end of this video, just because I wanted to save myself some time and I'm not typing out my journaling ahead of time. So once I'm done recording, I end up adding the journaling underneath the rainbow. But for now, I'm just going to grab a stamp that says magic and stamp it in between the stars. And I'll also add a little stamp right above my photo strip, and it says having a wicked good time. Just thought it was adorable, and that's truly how we felt all weekend. I will also stamp Little Mischief right on that label underneath my photo strip, add my ticket as well. And I'm also going to color in Wicked from that stamp set just to bring in some of that orange to the right side of my spread. I'm almost done with my layout. I'm just going to color in the Wicked part, stick down my paper, and I will grab the number 9 and add that in the corner of the left side of my layout. And then I will call day 9 done, and we can move on to day 10. Okay, so let's move on to day 10. So for day 10, I'm documenting October movies, what we want to watch in October or what we've already watched in October. So some of these movies we've watched already and some we have not, but my kids have never watched Gremlins, so that was a suggestion of mine and we decided to go for it. We have The Little Shop of Horrors as well. They have not seen that. Rings, Get Out, and I think Scream. So some of these movies they haven't seen, some I haven't seen. So we created a little collage of movies that we want to watch in October. Now, as always, I love using my TV set stamp from Studio Calico. I usually stamp it on some sticker paper and then I trim out the centers and back it up with my movies. I did want to say that before I started, I had envisioned TV sets and probably a little bit of embellishments with a big title that says Scary Movies. But that all changed because when I was stamping my TV sets and trimming them out and all that good stuff, I remembered that I had a couch stamp from Close to My Heart. Now, this couch stamp kept going through my head and I was thinking I really want to use the couch. It makes sense to use it on this spread. So I totally ignored my first vision of just TV screens going across my spread with a large title and thought I'm going to bring in that couch into my layout and make it work. With that said, whatever I created for my second spread is going to change, and you'll see the changes at the end of this video when I share my photos. Now, I'll let you know once I put this spread together what changes and why I decided to change it. But for now, I'm going to grab that couch stamp and stamp the couch on the right side of my spread. This is where I decide I'm going to let go of the TV screens going across my two spreads and just have them on the left side. So I end up stamping the couch right in the center, and I thought it would look cute if I stamped a ghost standing behind the couch like it's looking at us from behind or watching us, and it turned out so cute. I'm so happy I thought about that. I'll also stamp a little moon with stars, and I'm going to stamp currently watching underneath my couch as well. So this couch had right in the center, it had something like napping or something like that. I'm going to end up covering that up, but for now, I go through my die cuts and I found this Scary Movie Night die cut, and I thought, you know what? I want to use this die cut. Now, this is where things go wrong. When I added the die cut, I had this other vision that I would do a mind map kind of sort of thing where they're all pointing to the Scary Movie die cut. But while I was creating this, I was hating it. I didn't like the arrows. I didn't like the setup. Those bottom TV screens were too close to each other. There was not enough space. And when I don't like something, I always end up adding more to my spread, which I hate because you guys know I like to keep things as simple as possible. So you're going to see me add all sorts of things to my spread, and it's just going to get worse and worse, and I'm going to hate it more and more. So I literally, after I recorded this, I left my layout for a good day or two, came back, and then decided to change it because I still hated it so much. So as you can see now, I'm like using my stamps to add more things to my layout. I'm still loving the right side, but I'm hating the left side. I add my number sticker. I'll also go through my embellishments and add a few embellishments. Then I'm thinking, let it go for now. Let me color in my couch and my ghost. Just kind of focus on the right side because I'm hating the left side so much. So this is something I recommend. If you do not like how your layout turned out, it's not a big deal. You can fix it. It's easily fixable. And like I said, you'll see in the photos at the end, it was a really easy fix. I literally just used pattern paper to cover up all the stuff that I did. I made sure to keep all the embellishments that I added later, which you will see. And I didn't throw anything away. So basically, it was an easy fix that I could do and not feel bad like I'm throwing any product away or anything like that, or photos. So anyways, let's go back to what I'm doing right now. I'm just adding some washi tape to the right side of my spread. I was thinking I would use some word stickers to just bring in some color and also just to fill out that space on the bottom. And when I had my word stickers out, this is where I decide, maybe if I add some word stickers to my TV sets, it would look better and I would like it more, but that wasn't the case. I still hated the spread. I even think that the word stickers, like the placement of the word stickers, were putting me off, and I moved them around, but that didn't work either. So that's when I decided, you know what, I'm just going to finish this up and I'll come back to it on a different day with a different mindset and see if I come up with something else. And I do. I actually end up using some old looking vintagey pattern paper. I thought it looked like old wallpaper. So I will cover that side of my spread, bring back my TV sets, have my scary movie night die cut at the top, and then my movies at the bottom, and basically keep it like that. And you'll see at the end of this video how the spread turned out. It looked so much better. I liked it so much more. But I wanted to share with you this video and show you that I don't always create things that I'm happy with. Sometimes it doesn't turn out like I wanted it to, and that's okay. I can always come back and fix it. Anyways, you guys, don't forget, I will be adding all the links for everything I use down in the description box for you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye!